This motherfucker has me stuck. He has learned a way to trap the Celestials on this planet. He has somehow come up with a system that disables the portion of the brain that's needed for direct communication with the gods. This motherfucker got me good. The last I remember, the devil told me he was having an emergency and asked for my help. So out of the kindness of my heart, I cloud hopped to the planet. God was already extremely angry with the devil for traveling to this planet previously for various reasons. He forbade the devil to ever cloud hop to the planet again. There are 12 rainbows, all different in stature, that allows transport to various planets and dimensions. The devil did not listen, as always, was always power hungry for no reason. Made him make many mistakes in his lifetime. Ever since the devil fucked the planet up, the planet has been termed the casino of the galaxies. Other species mostly come here to take over the planet, its resources, and its inhabitants, to strictly make money and experiment. The devil created time and worked very hard at mixing up all DNA in hopes to dilute the God gene present in the DNA on the planet. Prior to the devil dabbling with things, though, there was no such thing as time, only dimensions, 11 to be exact. You could really be in two different dimensions simultaneously. There could be the same you in another place with a totally different life. Dimensions don't have limits or nights and days, it's infinite. This planet has been at a consciousness for a while regarding the affairs of the celestials on this planet. More than you can imagine, who are aware this fact do and did choose the ignorance is a bliss route. This route is denying the truths that are smashing your face every day and being told to ignore them at the same time. This route you agree to be part of the system by happenstance, by just ignoring it and just being ignorant, and you're blessed. See, but you also must understand why Celestial would not want to leave the planet in the first place. In the clouds, there is no physical. Being able to incarnate to the planet was not an easy task. The side effects of ascension wreak havoc on the vessel on human body. After the dark night, the incarnated celestial being either 1. Goes to perform their mission on the planet, or 2. Gets placed in a psychiatric ward or commits suicide or something like that. Or 3, they live their lives in a stuck phase for a few years before making the decision to complete the mission or decide to live a human life on Earth stuck in the system the devil created. Oh my gosh, once you got past all that, the spiritual meets the physical, and then they join the mental awakening. The celestial is then able to experience the 5 senses, emotions like raising physical families and children. It was really heaven on earth. There was also the presence of free will, which made many temptations come before anything else on the planet. All celestials are not permitted to ever incarnate to the planet, so it created a little bit of jealousy throughout our peers. And this pissed the devil off. Because the devil's thoughts were that he and some of the original watchers were punished for mating with inhabitants of the planet. However, now, through birth, also known as incarnation, it was allowed our punishment. He was hot about it over and over again and continued to reign evil all over. I don't know what was wrong with him. Like, oh my, the Black Panther Party was organized by celestials that supported the argument that spirits should be allowed to stay on the planet. They also wanted permission to be able to reject missions they had already agreed to complete prior to coming to the planet. This threw a rift in the progress of returning the planet where it would be at a peaceful place. They will hold rallies and try to educate everyone on the celestials. However, everyone is not adept to understand the thinking patterns of celestials, no matter how much you could try to explain and spread knowledge. That's why the government ended up shutting them down for good. Their leader was an op and working with the government anyway, and it was unknown to the Black Panther Party. That's why they put him in jail and locked away the key. He became rogue, mind control, and didn't know how to get out of the situation. Of course, the government didn't want him to. The angels broke off and formed separate. The guardian angels broke off and formed separate from the Black Panthers, representing a more clean agency. They fell off, but they still exist though. And here I am, trapped, looking stupid, messing with the devil, stuck, having to figure my way out this mess and go back home. I hate the devil. We used to be such good friends though, youngsters. I ain't even gonna lie. We kind of had crushed on each other, but older. I was paired to marry somebody named Michael. The devil and I had gone our separate ways as we got older. However, we did have relations, and it was in the celestial world that opened the person up to have access to your soul. Matter of fact, we had a lot of relations. It was all that. Whenever he was deep inside me, he touched my soul. It was the best feeling you could imagine. So warm, so complete, so nice. One time, I got pregnant though. Oh my gosh. And we tried to hide it as we knew our parents would be furious. Relations were sacred, not forbidden, however. We tried all kinds of banishing rituals and anything our young minds could think of to get rid of the kid. I left home for school just to go hide the pregnancy. I wasn't actually enrolled in school though. I had the kid. The kid was like pure evil. Oh my God, pure evil. He took the traits from his dad. Oh, while breastfeeding, he would bite my nipples until the blood came out, even when he only had gums. I thought it was Rosemary's Baby. He seemed uninterested in toys. When he first began walking and talking, we found him with a knife and a fork. He had cut pieces of flesh out his dad's leg while his dad was taking a nap and ate it without causing any pain to his dad. Our child was very intelligent, however, well beyond his time. I believe he heard his dad speaking about cloud hopping one time. Then he became fixated one day. He cloud hopped by himself and shapeshifted into a vessel known on the planet as Jay Dahmer. Yep, him. But let me get back to focus, though. We were teenagers and young adults back then. I got to figure out how to use my physical brain to access my celestial tools, because this is some bull. I can at least feel the existence of the Matrix and know it's real. In the life and on this planet, I have a boyfriend. Spirits can have sex with you. They can have sex with you while you're sleeping, awake, or dreaming. I realized this one day when I was having sex with my boyfriend. And somehow, someone began to telepathically speak to me. It was the damn devil. After he done trapped me down here on this planet, had the nerve to come try. And so he spoke directly to me. I could understand clearly what he was saying. He said 316, bitch. I asked telepathically, what's 316? He said whenever he could, he would fuck me for 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Exactly the way I like to be fucked. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of turned on. Let me go back. So he then began to tell me he knows me inside and out, as we had laid together in the celestial realm several times. So he knows exactly what I like and how I like it. I tried to open my eyes to see what was on top of me, but I couldn't open them. I began to feel my boyfriend's body, and it was a different body. It felt much bigger and muscular, and I became frightened to the point I couldn't really even move. His dick also got thicker and longer. It felt familiar. It felt great. I wanted to fall for him and do whatever he wanted me to. Moreover, just to get me from being stuck off this planet. He says, yes, bitch, you are mine now, on you forever. Your bitch of a father made me do this to you. I'm banned forever, so is his precious daughter then. I began to count down that 3 minutes and 16 seconds in my head to see if I was tripping, and to see at that time the person who was pleasuring me was indeed my boyfriend. He could read my thoughts. He said, bitch, don't count down, and he stopped me briefly. He licked me, smelled me lightly, marked me by lightly scratching me, and continued to put his dick deep down in me. Then he said, here comes the best part. The only way some of us can invade sex is another soul agrees to give us time. Time meaning here, that 3 minutes and 16 seconds. That was the limit that you received to me, and you're going to receive from the soul that gave me the time. You get a 2-for-1. Excuse me? So for that soul that gave away time can also spirit sex me for the same amount of time that he did. The time varied, as it all depends on many factors and if the souls followed the rules. But this was another entity that was in fact fucking me after the devil for 3 minutes and 16 seconds. A spirit that I did not know came into my boyfriend's body after the devil vanished. It was an animal type spirit. I say that because when he touched me, smelled me, and tried to kiss me, it reminded me of an animal. He then began to rape me. I say rape because I had no idea who this was. All I heard telepathically was grunt. Oh my God. It called me a dirty slut and was very rough with his round. I couldn't believe what was happening and I still couldn't open my eyes. It lasted roughly 2 minutes. Then it actually jizzed in me. Something jizzed in me. It jizzed and then I could open my eyes again. I slowly looked back at my boyfriend and it was in fact him. Then he jizzed. I rolled over and looked at him in amazement. He thought it was because he put it down. But I was scared as a motherfucker. The devil didn't jizz. Then we went to sleep.